I am allergic to spawning next to any of my routes, so that's epic. Fortunately, this is part 72, and I can just sort of go wherever I want and be fine. Got myself a wood axe, and then slipped into the pond. Incredible. Okay, is this Skooky guy on 1 point? Yeah, this Skooky guy is almost certainly on latest version. Dude, is this what people are doing? I guess so, but I must have spooked them off with my leather cap and boots. Alright, is he gonna come down here? I wouldn't expect it at this point. Right, so last Thursday, I was hanging with my boys, as we do every Thursday. And so this particular Thursday, we watched Euro Trip, because me and my boys, we do a movie night every week. It's pretty dope. But yeah, we watched Euro Trip. Bomb-ass movie, I gotta say. It was really fucking amazing. And that was pretty cool, you know. Fun movie. Nothing had gone wrong just yet. And afterward, we sort of transitioned into, you know, Thirsty Thursday, as we do. I mean, my boys have a house that they just sort of host a kickback at every week. And I guess just like a bit of extra backstory, the cops have been called on parties at that place like 8 times. And they say it's all the same bitch-ass neighbor that's been doing it. And I mean, shit, I would believe them. If I was like really old and didn't have anything better to do with my life, I would definitely do a little trolling. But that I think will I hope those two aren't teamed that I just saw back there. But that will sort of set up what I'm what I'm talking about today. So yeah. So we're, you know, chilling Thirsty Thursday, and one of our friends, okay, I think those two are actually teamed. Well, let's see if we can take them out. Alright, I got a diamond sword, so okay. Lobster, goodbye. Goodbye. Yeah, so we were just chilling. Movie was over, and we transitioned into Thirsty Thursday. And from there, one of our friends. I'm sorry, I had to do it. I don't take pride in that kill, but it had to happen. But yeah, so Thirsty Thursday, and we're all chilling, having a good time. And then pretty quick into that, one of our friends does like a memorial type deal for a friend of, I guess, the friend groups. Sort of like, it's a long-standing group with a lot of tradition behind it, just to sort of not disclose too much information. But so he does a memorial for an old friend, and because of the friend, everybody now eats Pop-Tarts in his honor. That's just the thing that he did. And look, I cannot thank him more for that. I wish I could have known him, but you know, life is cruel, life is short. Make the most of what you got. But this random group of girls is like laughing and giggling during the story, which is obviously mad disrespectful, but our guys told them off for it. But you know, they come back into play later, I promise. So so after that, you know, we're doing our thing, and then a bunch of these dumb fucks are off shooting a BB gun at bottles in the backyard. And like, dude, like, I don't know whose idea it was. I personally, I mean, I absolutely was not one of the people. If I had seen that they were out shooting shit in the backyard, I mean, like bottles, like I don't know what's going on, but it's like an open sort of kickback type deal. So people, like all kinds of people were there. People that we knew, people that we didn't know, etc. But you know, it was Thirsty Thursday, so everybody sort of had one goal in mind when they came to the kickback. But from there, damn, this chest is stacked as hell. kind of glad that those teamers from before didn't find it. These, I don't know how many of them there were, but there were like a bunch of just dumbasses shooting bottles and shit in the backyard. The guys that live at the place, there's like 3 pets between them. I think like they've got 2 dogs and a cat. So and they're outside a lot. So I don't. Obviously, the pets weren't outside when they were shooting shit. And I just realized that there's a team above me. But yeah, am I gonna need to? Honestly, I could pressure them. Something I could do. My ability to kill teams depends entirely on their skill level. So, like the people from earlier, I knew I could take, but I don't know these guys, and the limit of teams is it's 2. So I don't know. Maybe I just leave them alone. This is not the best place to be fighting them. If I was on top of the house, maybe, but I'm not. I don't think that they're going to chase. Personally, I wouldn't expect them to. But so either way, I mean, what these guys were doing was stupid. And eventually, one of them, no one knows who, I mean, like, not even they know, shoots out the sliding glass door to, like, this fucking old couple's backyard. And granted, dumbassery. Like, they should not have been doing that shit. And so it was just kind of like, bro, like, don't be stupid and do stuff like that. But, you know, that never really occurred to them. But, you know, alcohol will do that to you. But, yeah, so they shot out the sliding glass door. This guy's incredibly laggy. Please have arrows for me. Did he have arrows? Kind of. I don't know. I'm gonna let these guys fight. I don't know if Patu is a solo. I'm gonna hope he is for my own sake, because I'm sure I'll have to fight him later, but, you know. So, the way that my friends that were out back told it, like, the lights in their house just came on when this happened. And, of course, you know, the cops were called. And, yeah, I mean, they shut the whole thing down. Had everybody come outside and just sort of ask us, like, oh, you know, what were you doing tonight, that sort of deal. Of course, I was totally fine. I didn't have to, like, say anything that would incriminate my friends, because, again, I didn't know who was out there. But, yeah, you know, it was annoying. And, yeah, so what ended up happening was, one of my buddies ended up taking the fall for it. He was one of the guys that was shooting the BB gun. It was a BB gun. I hope I mentioned that. But, yeah, a BB gun. He was one of the people shooting the BB gun. So it made sense for him to take the fall, but again, none of them out there knew who exactly it was that shot out the window. And I'm glad I got another gapple. But he takes the fall for it. He's looking at like $2,300 in fines, which is ridiculous. But I mean, granted, you know, cops have been called on our kickbacks and parties like 8 times already over the last year, so that's to be expected. These neighbors, I mean, they were justified in calling the cops for their dumbassery, of course. But I mean, pressing charges on the guy. We got a noise complaint. One of my friends is now $500 in the hole because of that. I mean, like, and granted, you know, the town we live in, the cops here are, like, really anal. It's a college town. So the cops, of course, have to be really anal because that's just how the world works. Anyway, so they're doing their thing. Eventually, we get cleared. My one friend is sort of singled off to the side, and that sort of deal. And eventually, right as they're about to let us all go home for the night, one of the girls from earlier, who was also pulling on one of the dog's collars, like to the point where the owner of the dog, she had to step in and be like, what the fuck? But yeah, eventually, I'm not going to fight this dude in the water. That seems like it would be really AIDS. I'm just going to go back this way. But yeah, eventually she well, okay, she like tells them off about it. Probably a good idea. Neither of the two people from before are dead. But yeah. So this girl passes out. I don't know if it was like the first time that that like the cops had come to a function that she was at or whatever, but she passes out, which is just funny as fuck because now the fire department has to get called. Okay, I just ran out of disk space. I don't know how much I lost, but you know, we ball. But yeah, so I hope it covered the part where the girl fucking faints and then just like, oh, damn, that guy's going nuts on him. Damn. Okay, Tryhard Tomato, you earn my respect. That's great. So yeah, eventually the fire department has to come through. I won't be one of them, I guess. But yeah, eventually the fire department has to come through. We're there for another half hour, and eventually we get cleared, and all is well. But I mean, still, I mean, it was a whole ass thing, and just like the most mental thirsty Thursday that I've had. And as I record this, we're having probably what's going to be our last one at that house this Thursday. So it's probably just going to be like a send-off type of deal. So yeah, because I mean, with the amount of like tickets that they've gotten, and another thing was pretty much everyone who was there ended up getting a parking ticket because you can only apparently park 3 cars in a driveway, and there were a lot. I mean, granted, but yeah. So yeah, it was kind of mental like that. Okay, well, we're gonna 1v1. So I was fortunate enough to not have to deal with that because I parked like far enough away, and it like wasn't a problem for that reason. Like I put extra effort to park way down the street, so yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna pre-gap. I'll let him pre-gap, but yeah. I feel like hit registration just works differently on lily pads. I don't know, I can't explain it, but so yeah, eventually we're all allowed to go home, but it was just fucked, dude. And pretty much everybody who was there, except for me, got like a massive parking ticket. So I mean, I lucked out. I will say right now, I lucked out because of that. But yeah, dude, just an absolutely mental ass thirsty Thursday. And yeah, I'm gonna have to see just how it pans out for next year, because it was a good like party house, you know, and the guys that live there, you know, been part of our friend group for years. They're chilling all. It's just like having to deal with the neighbors, and they have paid probably like 5,000 plus in fines, just between them that live there, just out of noise complaints and parking tickets and all that other bullshit. But yeah, I mean, mental. Like, moral of the story: don't shoot a BB gun into the neighbor's yard. There you go.